All right, here we go. Week 6. We've been doing this for a while now. This has been definitely one of the coolest projects we've done yet. We are all so stoked on every one of these songs. And we are releasing them to every Patreon member, but I think we're going to release a few to you all too. So keep an eye out for that. We'll tell you about that. Obviously, we're releasing music, making music faster than ever before, faster than any usual release schedule. So we're going to figure out some creative ways to make sure that people still get these songs. So we're really stoked on that. This week today actually is a 1-year anniversary of our last album single, Saint Luxury. So we, in honor of that, released the whole album on YouTube. We have a great little animated image of Saint Luxury, a little cartoon of Saint Luxury that our good friend Anthony Jackson did. Phil's going to talk about Anthony here in just a minute. But for right now, we're going to talk about this week. We got the song Flamingo. We're stoked on this one. I don't even remember what it sounds like. I wrote my part so long ago. Haven't heard it again. I have no idea what I'm about to hear today. So I'm stoked. This song's awesome. Let's go ahead and bring in the boys. All right.
Yeah.
Boy time with the boys.
The boys. So,
Boys.
as you can see in the top corner there, in 3 minutes, we're going to be playing our brand new song. Phil, tell us a little bit about Anthony Jackson, who did the images for Saint Luxury.
Absolutely. Anthony Jackson is a super talented artist from Washington, D.C. He works across all different mediums, and in 2021, he is expected to release his first graphic novel. So stay tuned for that, and at A.D. Jackson on all the socials.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
he's
you
the best.
again. Well, so, because we only got 2 minutes, 20 seconds left, real quick, what was your first concert? You go and answer in the comments, but I will kick it off. My first concert, I can't remember exactly chronologically, but it was either Third Eye Blind, who I loved, they were awesome, or Weird Al Yankovic. I saw them in like the same year, and I don't remember which I saw
Pick me.
first.
Pick me,
So,
pick me.
Taimir, who was your first concert?
So I come from a musical background, so it was probably like my dad's band at some point, but the one I really remember was Weird Al Yankovic at the National in 2008.
Really?
I think that was my first real concert. Yeah.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
awesome.
How old were you in 2008?
I was in 5th grade, so 10, 11.
I was
Something like
18.
that.
I think I saw him in 1998, and that's not a joke.
Oh my god.
Okay. Benji, your first concert.
So my first concert that I can remember picking a concert to go to was pretty late. I was 14. I was freshman year of high school. I went to see Panic at the Disco at the National, and I got to see, and this is kind of before they blew up super pop mainstream. So I got to see them super close with Patrick Stump from Fall Out Boy as an opener,
my
and
God.
just literally 2 rows away. Good luck doing that for less than $1,000 nowadays.
Seriously. All right, real quick. We got 42 seconds. So who you got, Nate? First concert.
Right at the peak of their popularity, both Good Charlotte and Newfound Glory in
Sweet.
2001 at the Patriot Center.
Sweet.
What
That's
used
awesome.
to be what is now known as Eagle Bank Arena in Fairfax. But yeah, that was
All right.
That was a good
Fizz
one.
Biz, who'd you got? You got 10 seconds.
I truly can't remember, but I know I saw Aretha Franklin when I was really young.
Oh, that's
Oh,
amazing.
wow. All right,
Wow.
that puts all of ours to shame.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Brand new
Good
song.
Charlotte sounds pretty lame.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hollywood to Florida, she never touched the brakes. Parked a car right on my lawn and slept inside for days. Oh, the way she's living. Oh, the way she lives. She met a boy in Miami last summer on a yacht. gets too hot. Oh, the way she's living. Oh, the way she lives. Oh, the way she's living. Oh, the way she lives.
Wow. Okay. I accidentally went to the wrong person there. Wow. That's awesome. That is so different. That is so cool. So, Phil, tell us a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and kick it on to you. Tell us a little bit about this song.
Sure. I love house music, and a lot of house music is based on really simple, repetitive grooves.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the stuff that we've been doing lately, like Bunny Man or something else, has been really, kind of out of the box for us musically. So I thought it would be fun to just build something from 2 chords. Technically, it ended up being 3 because it went from A minor to G to a G augmented. But yeah, anyway, so it just using 2 chords, how interesting could we make something? And I was pretty sure that you guys would add things that would take it in like really different directions. So it went from something that was very stripped down, very kind of repetitive, to be something that has like guitar solos and drum breaks and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
It's cool. So we're actually hearing that stripped back version right now, because all of that stuff made it in, at least as far as I can tell, and it has this really cool, like, you used a lot of really reverby snaps and like I don't know, there's a lot of cool things going on. It sounds awesome.
I incorporated a lot of drum loops and EDM style, house music style drumming, which got layered in, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a neat effect, especially behind what I then added. So we'll go ahead and kick it. I'll go ahead and switch over, and I'll talk a little bit about what I added. So I took what Phil sent me, which, as he said, kind of had a more EDM bend. And I wanted to add some organic elements to that because I really felt like the songwriting had this kind of organic sound. But he told me like, hey, I love these drum parts. It would be cool if they could make it in. So I tried to work around those. And that's kind of the first thing that I'm looking at is like, where's the inspiration? Do I need to add an element to be a part in this, or do I need to support what's going on in it? And so as you hear, what I added was all pretty straightforward, a little bit less complicated or like, I don't know, high energy than some of the parts that I normally do. But it has a neat, just like supporting element. And I added, there's like a boot and a stomp, like a big stomp and clap sound that's going throughout that adds an extra organic nature. Which is cool for sure. So I'm stoked on the way this one came out. It's definitely a little bit different, and as Phil said, when he's hearing it stripped back EDM by the time we get to today, who knows what it's going to be like, and it ended up being awesome, but definitely a lot more organic sounding than when I first got it from him. So then I sent it on to Benji. Benji definitely gave it a bit of this country. I saw Monkeys, Steppenwolf. Who else did I see in here? Fleetwood Mac. I think those are all great kind of references for this. So let's kick over to Benji and see what he added. All right, Benji, we are hearing you now. Tell us what we got. Yeah.
Oh no.
They haven't been hearing Benji.
Benji, I'm so sorry. This is hilarious. For the world out there, I hit the wrong scene, and I added Benji to my scene. We're going to make this real simple. I'm going to flip on over here. Benji's parts just started playing again. As you hear, rip-roaring slide parts. Benji was just explaining to me in solo, muted on your end, all of his great Benji slide guitar parts. So Benji, tell us a little bit, just start back at the beginning if you don't mind.
Yeah, Colin, I love our chats.
I love when the world gets to see and not hear our chats.
I love just our chat.
Yeah.
But so basically what I did was I played slide guitar on this song, which is different for me, and it's a really like kind of I really felt like it was like I felt the organic drums from Colin, and I felt like that mainly I felt that acoustic guitar really driving a really like kind of traditional, not, I wouldn't say necessarily country, but more like Americana folk sound towards the song with that really just driving acoustic. And I was like, I really like this. And so I just I had a lot of fun with my guitar parts, and I threw on some, some dirty slide guitar, and, it was a bit of a bit of a risk on my part because they were, because playing slide is really difficult to intonate the notes and make sure that they're actually in tune and that you're not just ruining everything else around it. But it was fun. I liked the challenge of like doing something that was a little, like sort of that mix between something comfortable and something uncomfortable. And so, yeah, I had a lot of fun with it.
Awesome. Well, I love it. I'm stoked. I love slide guitar, and this is the first Broke Royals song with slide guitar, right?
No, I use slide guitar on The World Is Ours. In the background parts as well, I have these really, on the last record, you can hear these like,
oh, that's right,
noises.
What's
Yeah,
that? That's
so
in World is
that
Ours,
was
right?
The World is Ours,
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah. So that is the first time. I mean, look, I'll just say to anybody in the chat, if you just want to PayPal me, I'm looking to buy a pedal steel guitar. If you liked what you heard, you can help put more towards us in the future. No,
That's right. Ben Wilson.
Please do not send me
more
money.
country in the future.
I will return it to you if you send me money. Please do not.
All right, so you sent it on to good old Ty, and I heard some real sweet bass
I did.
lines. So let's see what that boy added. Hello.
Hello.
I got it.
Hi.
People can hear you. People can hear you.
Can they?
They can.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
World is spoken. Can you hear it? Let us know in the comments. So you got it from Benji Boy. What did you add?
Yes, it did. So, I was definitely feeling everything that you guys were mentioning before, and right off the bat, I could tell. Okay, Ben's having a lot of fun with with this slide part, and so it got me into. I guess I could tell that there was a lot of space for me to do something different than what I normally do, and for reference. There's a band called Krungbin who just put out an album recently. They're like on a kind of psyche, kind of almost like dub kind of tip. Okay. And I've been listening to them a lot because of the bass lines and stuff. Like, because I'm just trying to spice up my bass game. So I was like, okay, let me do something sort of like a walking kind of bass line. There's like plenty of space, and it's like a simple enough chord progression that I can sort of fit that in. And just kind of ran with that for a good portion of the song. I like the edits, the few edits that like Nate made to make it a little less maybe monotonous throughout the rest of the song. And not much to say, honestly.
Yeah,
that was just,
that walking nature though adds so much. Like kind of, it's like I love the name Walking Bassline because it tells you what it's doing. It's just constantly moving it forward. But not like a driving. I mean, I guess a walking bassline can be, but it's not. That's not what it does. It's like just kind of strutting along. It's awesome. Yeah. It's playing right now while I'm doing that. And there's a cool like ba-da-da-da part that I noticed too, just like some little flourishes.
Yeah, awesome. I didn't want to like fill up too much space for those parts, so I thought, this might work. So
yeah, awesome. Good job. Thank you for your bass, my man. Let's bring in Nate and hear how he made all of this happen. So Nate has one of the hardest jobs out there. Nate Cool That Sakari. Tikaria's Siri likes to pronounce him. So Nate has one of the hardest jobs. He's a producer here. He's mixing. So some weeks he adds some parts. Some weeks he doesn't add anything. This week, he didn't have to add anything. Wow, there's already a lot going on. And I heard before that some stuff didn't make the cut. While we were listening back to it, Benji was like, hey, I think did that part, and I'll make it in. So what didn't make the cut, or what did you have to change this week?
So Benji put together this whole violin part that I thought was really cool, and like it had a lot of things that I thought moved certain parts of the song forward. But then there were other things that just like didn't work ultimately with what Taimir added and a few other aspects of the song. So then there was no way to like just cut to those parts. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I couldn't just like, there was no way to like, oh, surprise violin fill out of nowhere. So I unfortunately just had to cut all of it just because it didn't quite, but nonetheless it was cool. And I wish I could have put it in.
Yeah.
A lot of there were also a ton of like 11 drum loops.
Yes.
At least.
Yeah.
And then a whole drum kit on top of that, and then percussion.
Who did that?
And then I don't know who did that. So there was a lot of like. Ultimately like choosing what was the best part to so I just basically kept the drums, the like real-ish sounding drums, as like the main thing, and then choosing what drum loop kind of supplemented that part in the song the best.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of I think it worked out quite well, actually. I agree.
Sounds awesome.
Bill added a lot of like snaps with like a long reverb tail, and then like some like weird hi-hats, and then there was this like reverb clap thing that, but not. It's not the one you're thinking of. It's not the one that's pedaling throughout the song.
Yeah.
The whole time.
It comes in and out, and it adds.
One.
Yeah. I know what you're talking
so
about.
I thought that was pretty cool too. If you listen right before where the first verse comes in, there's kind of this little like kind of thing, and it's like, oh, that's fun.
I like that hair flip you just did there.
Thank you. I'm really taking my new long hair for a spin, and it's
looks
been
great.
Real fun lately. Thank you.
So, last thoughts before we go back in and listen to the song one more time for the people.
From me?
Yeah. Do you have any last thoughts?
My thoughts about the song are, I mentioned this earlier, not on stream, but this song reminded me of if Carlos Santana and Rob Thomas, known for writing the smash 1999 hit single Smooth, if they heard the song Butterfly Sugar Baby by Crazy Town and they said, we want to write this song or something very close to this song, this is the song that would have come out.
But like that song is awful. But this is like, if Carlos Santana, I'm gonna bring in the boys because we need some real time reactions to this.
Smooth.
Man,
is a classic.
Smooth is a classic. I don't know if he was necessarily referring to Smooth when he said that song is awful.
No, Smooth.
That come my baby, come my baby.
Come my lady, come my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar baby. Goodbye,
I'm
Taimir.
ready for that song. That song is an obscure Red Hot Chili Peppers sample.
Ooh. That's a fun fact.
From a song called Pretty Little Ditty on one of their first albums.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Okay, I did not know that. That makes total sense.
Also, I love that Phil can just pull that fact out.
See, I think Smooth by Santana and Rob Thomas is an absolute bop. I will listen to Butterfly more often because I like to laugh. But
I will say one of the greatest comments we ever got on we put up a video one time from a performance, and someone commented on it, "Move over, Rob Thomas," which was an all-time great comment for us.
That's amazing. We should just start a little thread of like amazing comments we receive, and that one's just at the top of the list.
Yeah, that's high praise.
That could be a segment on Alone
That's
Together.
high praise. Yeah, a segment. Funny comments.
Just next week question is, what's your favorite comment that you found on a random Broke Royals like Facebook post?
Oh man, I got.
Maybe we should have a live stream just like
Hello.
Taimir, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you guys.
Somebody's mean tweets, we could have a mean comment for
Broke Royals mean comments.
I'm just gonna pull out that one that says that just randomly, don't even know who it's talking about, but one just says he looks like Norman Reedus on one of our music videos.
Oh yeah, when we had a guy who also does a Norman Reedus cosplay actor.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's like a pretty well-known Norman Reedus. And so the comment was like, that's hilarious because he's like his twin. Yeah, he's like a doppelganger. Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you all for tuning in. So we're going to play Flamingo one more time. It is our brand new song. Next week, we're going to be back with another brand new song for you. Friday, 4 p.m., Alone Together. We're writing new songs weekly. You're hearing them with us for the first time. Sometimes I'm going to have people on mute while they're talking. Sometimes I won't. We'll see how that plays out in the future.
Sometimes I won't drop the call.
Sometimes Taimir will be on the call. Sometimes he'll leave the call. Sometimes he'll come back. Anyway,
he had an eye
technology.
exam.
Yeah, he had an eye exam.
Exactly.
I'm stoked about the song. I hope you all enjoy it. We will see you all next week. I'm going to go ahead and start playing it. This is Flamingo by Broke Royals, and we will see you all next week.
And not Crazy Town.
call him up when LA gets too hot. Oh, the way she's living. Oh, the way she lives. Oh, the way she's living. Oh, the way she lives. Oh, the way she lives. Got it figured out and leaves before she's caught. Oh, the way she's living. Oh, the way she lives. Oh, the way she's living. Oh, the way she lives. It's paradise she loves. It's paradise she craves.